Personally, I cannot go an extended period of time without creating. Like I just can't. Like I get my body actually punishes me. I get physically ill. Live shows are definitely something that I take pride in and just want to go crazy and I just feel like it's a time for me to just like let the fuck loose. And music videos quite literally bring the music to life for me. I've been doing this thing where when I do get down about things or unmotivated, just kind of try to remind myself who the fuck I am. It's not cool to not care, that's for sure, man.
Welcome to the Sound-Centric Podcast. I am your host, Adam Dash, and today we are joined by one of New Jersey's best rappers. We love having New Jersey on the show. He's based in LA, but we're still going to claim him, and he reps Jersey in his music, so we love that. He is coming off the release of his new EP, Arrive Live, an album that I've had on constant repeat and fits in every single vibe you can imagine. You can play in the car, in a mosh pit. You can play when you're chilling with some headphones on, anywhere you want. Trevor Spitta, welcome to the show.
Sunset. Thank you. Appreciate you for having me, man. Excited.
Of course.
Excited to be here.
Of course, dog. And like I said, I love how you rep New Jersey. And I know that now in hip-hop, we don't see as much people repping their cities they come from just because we use language from different cities because you can see it on social media and you can make music from anywhere. And you moved out to LA. But tell me what that means to you to always rep Jersey in your lyrics.
I just feel like I'm pretty proud of where I came from. I enjoyed my, childhood and just the culture that I was surrounded by. And I really, growing up, that was just normal life. To me, it was New Jersey, and I didn't really understand how much I loved it and missed it until I did leave. I remember when I first got to LA. Like the first thing I was like, bro, where's all the Italians? Like, where's the food? I was like, the first thing I was like, I thought there'd just be pizza and everywhere. I thought that was just normal life. I didn't realize how, like how exclusive it is to that area to really just have its own identity. I mean, and then I realized, because when I drove here from New Jersey, I realized every area in this country and the world, obviously, like has their own identity, has their own culture, has everything that they should be proud of. And I really got to appreciate that. And that's when I was like, all right, I gotta, rep for back home, and I can't forget that.
Yeah, it's dope as someone from Jersey, like hearing that in the lyrics, and you don't always hear it that much. And growing up, like for me, being in South Jersey, hearing someone like Mir Fontaine, who was coming out of Camden, and hearing him rep South Jersey, it just like, you felt cool listening to that in your ears, and you're like, oh shit, I'm from there. Or you're saying Jersey Shore in your lyrics. It just feels cool.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Who would you have
it's
on your Jersey Mount Rushmore? It doesn't have to be just music.
Jersey Mount Rushmore. You have to put Fetty Wap on there. There was no choice because
legend.
I mean, like that was so legendary in high school when he came out. Because it was something that we could claim and have. It was cool. We didn't really have, at least in my span of childhood, not anyone to really claim music. I put Lauryn Hill on there, right? You got to put, I don't know, like who's legendary. I mean, if you want to go like legendary, put like Bruce Springsteen, right? If you want, I mean, I
don't be bumping Bruce Springsteen.
I mean, I don't be bumping Bruce Springsteen either. I just feel like that's like something you learn, like as a child growing up. Like he's from here, and I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know who else from Jersey. Like Shaq, is Shaq from Jersey? No, I think
I was gonna throw on Kyrie's from Jersey.
Kyrie's from Jersey. Yeah,
Mike
Kyrie's
Trout
from Jersey,
is from New Jersey
for sure. Yeah, he's from South Jersey, right? So I like all the Philly teams. Eagles fan.
SZA, also New Jersey.
Yeah. SZA is also from Maplewood.
Went to the same high school as Lauryn Hill, which is insane.
Tough. That is crazy. That's super crazy. She's kicking out Bruce for sure. Sorry, Bruce. We gotta get out of here. Yeah. I would say, her, Fetty, Kyrie, Lauryn Hill. That's my Mount Rushmore on this morning. Subject to change.
I had Lauryn Hill.
I don't have any coffee yet, so I don't. You know
No.
what I mean? There's gonna be one Jersey head. I'm gonna go to sleep tonight and be like, oh shit. Hope he never sees this.
I had Lauryn Hill, SZA, Jon Stewart, which I had to look up, but he is from New Jersey. I fuck with Jon Stewart. And then I had Mike Trout because he's probably never gonna win a playoff game,
Yeah,
but
Mike Trout's cool,
he reps
man.
the Eagles, so I love him.
I mean, he's one of the best basketball players of
Yeah.
all time. So you know, but he's not on my Mount Rushmore. Sorry, Mikey. Get up out of
So I
here.
now want to get into the new EP, Arrive Alive. And you've been characterizing the sound of Sunset Mosh Pit for years. It's not a new thing in your lyrics. And I love the concept of just the vibe that you create. But what does that mean to you? I know you've described it before, but I think it's such a dope idea around how this music can be played in so many different settings.
Yes, yeah, that's kind of like the whole idea of it. I didn't really know where my music really could be placed in this world. A lot of people would ask me, who's your music for? Where can you play your music? And I didn't really know what my sound was. People ask me, what's your sound? What do you sound like? What do you sound like? And, one day I just came up with this phrase, Sunset Mosh Pit, because we were actually at the beach, me and my homies, listening to my music during the sunset. And we were just like jumping around and having a good time. It was unreleased shit at the time. And, I just thought Sunset Mosh Pit could be cool. I just posted it and people liked it. It kind of stuck. And, it sounds like something you understand right when you hear it, Like it's not that deep. It's pretty surface level, but you get it, At first you're like a little thrown off by what that could be, but I feel like it translates pretty well visually in your head, what Sunset Mosh Pit is. So, and yeah, that's the whole vibe, You could listen to my music and you could smoke in the car. You could listen to my music, you could mosh. You could be at the sunset. You could do whatever you feel is necessary. I'm just making the music.
I want to get into the lyrics in a second, but just to focus on the beats for one more second, I was listening to the new Brent Faiyaz album when it came out in December, Larger Than Life, and I was like, these beats are incredible. Like I love that he's singing these beats. And then when I heard your tape, I'm like, and I heard Tommy Richmond more, I'm like, oh. And I know Tommy's on the album on the song Upset. And I'm like, okay, I feel like you guys must have had some influence, especially since you've been using this type of style for so long. Did you guys have any influence on that? Yeah, because I
On
feel
Brent,
like
I don't know about me. I mean, shit. I mean, I doubt that. I mean, I mean, that's a great album. I mean, it's very much 2000s. I love that album. I will say that the homie Jonah Roy produced on there a bunch, and he makes beats for me and Tommy. So, if anything, it's him. That's the bro right there. I mean, is there a world where Brent maybe heard some shit and was like, "This is dope"? I mean, maybe.
I heard.
I doubt that.
I heard the influence.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. As Jonah, man, and Tommy too, man. They're the bros, and that's a great album for sure. It's definitely in a similar world, which is cool. That's why I love Brent's music and a lot of more artistic type of music because it's something I appreciate a little more, and it's fun. But you can chill to it. But there's a couple songs in there you could really party to, and there's a couple songs in there I feel like you can mosh pit to, as well. Especially Upset.
It's crazy.
Especially
ASAP Rocky one's fire.
It's another one with ASAP one. Yeah, with the one with ASAP. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jonah did that one too. So
shout out Jonah. And
bro, he's a demon.
And also similar to Brent, your music when I listen to it, I just feel cool. I feel cool when I'm walking around. I'm doing this with my hand like you're doing in the videos. And I think the lyrics are cool in a different way than normal typical rap lyrics are. You don't talk like the stereotypical, like you do sometimes, but I'll use an example. You said, I'm with the girls, we not fucking, we just homies, but they got some friends and they getting lonely. Like, I think that's cool that you're talking about how, like, you got homies that are girls and you're not trying to fuck on them. You're hanging out with them. But, like, that was just a cool thing that real cool people, I think, can relate to. And then sometimes it's just about fucking girls.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we love women over here as friends as well, But then I did have to throw in that, they're great wingmen. Your girlfriends, your friends that are girls, yeah. And yeah, I guess that's the goal in my music as well, bro. I want people to feel
Yeah.
cooler, like instantly when you put it on. I want your walk to be a little different if you're walking on the street and the shit comes on in the headphones, you know. Because I'm that type of person, bro. I'm really not scared to dance in
Yeah.
public and shit. So when I'm walking in public and you see me on the sidewalk with my headphones in, doing like a spin
Yeah.
move, whatever the hell dance move I'm doing, like just look the other way, man. 'Cause this is normal. It's normal life over here, man. And I want people to feel that way, man. It almost like it's so infectious that you forget where
Yeah.
you are. You know, you just feel a little swaggier, man. It's all about the swag over
Yes,
here,
sir.
man.
And when I'm playing this in the gym, I'm rapping next to old white people doing some lifts, and we're going bar for bar to stare at the sun. And I mean, what a way to start the album, doing a little storytelling in that first verse. Uh,
Thank
what's
you,
kind of
bro.
like the art?
Yeah,
What's
that's
the
a
art
great
behind
one.
your like sequencing? Do you hear a song and you're like, this sounds like an intro song? Do you go about it in like the business aspect of, I know this one's a banger, so let's put it first?
Yeah, so it was a mix of both. Well, I mean, that was
Yeah.
an EP, so it was a little less serious. Um, but I just heard that beat and I just thought this just sounds like a
Hmm.
hook and
Yeah.
liner, you know, just like you almost right because it comes in, the drums come in right away, and I feel like if you skip that, you're a madman. You know, if you like
Facts.
hear that, that's how the intro is for me. It's like a slow building song as an intro. Um, artistically is great, but what I'm trying to gain new fans, but at the same time um, make what I like.
Hmm.
That's what I liked. I liked the right away, right from the top. I thought it just kind
Yeah.
of set the tone, but it wasn't too hard either. You know, it was swaggy. It was a very lo-fi sample actually, but it's those drums that made I think that was the most Sunset Mosh Pit song
Hmm.
technically by definition. So that's why I put it on the
That
put it
song's been
first.
number.
And I just thought that verse was just incredible. Honestly, I mean, I haven't heard of it now, but
Somebody pick up the phone.
I thought that
Okay.
verse was just.
Some neighbors again. Can you turn down the
Yeah,
noise?
I thought it was a perfect way to start it with
Yeah.
the telephone rings and stuff. So that song was just about us, hanging around the crib. We're just cool. We're just vibing 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Like no, like we're all just making music, and the neighbors
Yeah.
complaining about noise. We're like telling
Yeah.
nobody home, and reminds me of these girls next door. You know what I mean? Like relatable, fun stuff. It kind of puts a vision in your head. I'm very visually. I'm very
Yeah.
inspired by visuals. When I make a song, sometimes I want it to almost sound like a movie
This one
soundtrack,
definitely does.
or at least you could like picture it going down in your head. You could
Yeah.
really picture. It's like an audio book, damn near,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I really like that song, man. It's just a fun one, man.
Of
Appreciate you
course.
liking it.
And I mean, you're a really good rapper, but you're also just an amazing artist all around. And I think there's a lot of artists out there that focus too much on being like the best rapper, which is cool too. And there's sometimes it's fun to hear songs that are straight rapping through, but you you do like the intricate things, whether it's just like the ad libs that are good with the like or layered vocals or like the melodic flow change where you're repeating a line or two. And I just think I appreciate that because I'm like, this makes it a really good song that I want to keep coming back to rather than just being like, oh, fire bar.
Yes, thank you, bro. Yeah, it's all part of it, man. For me, it makes the song come to life. All those ad libs and doubles. When I be recording a song, I can hear them in my head
Uh-huh.
already, but the difference in the song when I'm just recording it and it's just the
Yeah.
vocal, and then I put the ad libs and the doubles, like it really does. I mean, it's a whole different
Hmm.
song, man. It makes it feel like a real record, you
Yeah.
know.
And I'm curious, like, what's your process? Is it like mumbling to a beat with flows and just going back to the flows and writing words to it, or are you writing a notepad?
What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just I write my music. Sometimes I freestyle it. Sometimes I'll punch in and do bar
Yeah.
bar bar. Just think of one. Most of the time I'm writing for sure. Just depends on the vibes, man. Sometimes I'll go in there
Hmm.
and mumble. Sometimes I'll just hear a beat. I walk in and just go right into the booth. I mean, sometimes I'll just be cooking in my kitchen over here. I got my laptop, my microphone, and yeah. I mean, so many different processes, man. But yeah, I
Hmm.
do like to write. because of how intricate it is. So yeah.
I can never comprehend people who like the famous rappers who don't write. Like you hear like Jay-Z doesn't write. I'm like, how the fuck did he do this song and not write a single word of it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a different it's a different beast. I know some artists that can do that type of stuff, and it's just like so bizarre. I mean, doesn't necessarily mean people are going into these booths and like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
freestyling all the way through. That's what a lot of people think. Like a lot of the time, they're just like doing a bar, thinking of
yeah,
the
yeah.
bar, doing the next one. It's still impressive as hell. I mean, but then there's some people who just literally freestyle the whole thing. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll be writing my shit, man. But it takes me I'm
Uh-huh.
very quick, very quick. I might as well
Yeah.
freestyle the thing. I could write a verse. I probably wrote "Stare at the Sun" in the first verse in 10 minutes.
Are you?
Like it was almost like because you know how it kind of sounds like
Yeah, yeah,
one story. Like that's kind of how I wrote it. I was just like writing a story. It's like I'm
yeah.
typing, you know. I was like it was that quick. I mean, there's songs that take me way
Yeah.
longer than that. Don't get me
Have you
wrong,
ever done
but
like the
when it's flowing,
have
it's
you ever done
flowing.
like the J. Cole 7 minute drill? Like test yourself if you can write in a certain amount of time.
No, but I could do that easy. I could write a 20-minute song. I've done shit like that actually. I've done like a 5 fingers of death
Okay,
type
yeah.
thing. I put together 5 beats, um, and wrote, and there's 6 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever it was, and just rapped the whole thing. And I don't know what happened to it, but it's
We gotta
somewhere.
get you on Sway. It'd be fire.
I got me on sweat, that's for sure. That'd be the day, man. That'd be a
So
good
you were
day.
talking about how when you're making your music, you have visuals planned out in your mind, and I know you're a huge movie guy, and your music videos are fucking insane. I can see like what directors would inspire it. I can see what artists would inspire it. It's the colors in it give you that Tyler the Creator like bright colored vibe. The I mean he's just a king of creating those worlds. And people say music videos are dying, and it makes zero sense to me because that's how I find if an artist submits music to me and they send me a link, I'm way more inclined to watch it if you send me a video or if I'm on TikTok and you see a video that was converted into vertical form. Like I saw Wild Style on TikTok. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's the cool head motion it's following. Take me through the importance to you for music videos and like world building.
Music videos quite literally bring the music to life for me. You know, it creates a world around an artist. It's this music stuff is a lot more than just
Mm-hmm.
music. You know, what do you look like? How do you move? How do you like to dress? What's your creative direction? These music videos for me are like an extended outlet of art, and it's just an extension of the music and the song in particular. You know, when I make a song, I can almost envision the
Mm-hmm.
video with behind it. And sometimes I make a song and I know that doesn't need a video. This one in particular, you know, like but something like I Should Be With You, I had that vision in my head before I even finished
Yeah,
the first verse, you know, I put down the hook and I was like, this needs to be
yeah,
goofy and fun and some 70s shit, you know. I already had it in my head, man. And then, you know, I enjoy working on set. I enjoy, you know, working with people and collaborating with my friends specifically. And it's a great time it's a lot of work, but the output is great and it's something that stamps forever. I always thought that's what made people like Tyler and
mm-hmm.
ASAP so cool to me.
Definitely.
You know, like it was so fly. Like if they didn't have their music videos, I don't know how much I'd listen to the
Yeah.
music. I mean, the music's great. Music's great, you know, but like it's the video that brings it to life and makes it all make sense.
ASAP Forever, I think, is the coolest music video ever. I don't know how the hell they made that with all the edits. And
Right.
Tyler, I like how he does like
Hell
Tyler
yeah,
does
it's a
the
great
rollouts
video.
with the videos and like for Call Me If You Get Lost, it's him like kissing the girl in front of the car, and there's just a bright color
Right.
to it, and like I just love how everything matches. And your videos, I'm forgetting which song it was, but the one where you're in like the bathtub and was it knock at the door? Yeah.
Front
Oh my
door. Yeah,
That's
front
just
door.
insane, and it's just a really cool concept. And every single frame of the music video looks like an album cover, which I love when music videos look like that. But which ones stand out to you?
Thank you, man. Yeah. Yeah, I thought Front Door is definitely one of my better ones. It's just so fun, and it's a horror movie, and um, it definitely was an interesting time to make. I mean, that shit was a lot of work, but that's why I'm attached to it a little
Yeah.
more. It was a great time shooting that video, and yeah, to have like acting in it, and a crazy storyline with a with a finish and everything. Yeah, I really enjoy that video. What else? I would say I really enjoyed the last video I put out, or one of the last videos I put out, Too Fly to Be Upset. I think that might be my favorite video, and it's not really a storyline or anything,
Just
but
dope.
that was the vibes. We were just vibing, enjoying life, and quite literally being too fly to be upset. My boy Sawyer went stupid on that video, and yeah, I remember I was like so tired one day, and we already done the whole day of shooting, and bro was like, "Bro, like let's go to the dunes.
Yeah, yeah. Where was that?
Let's just do it. It's like 4.5 hours from LA. It's
Okay.
like by San Diego." Um, I'm like, bro, like I'm really not trying to do this shit. And but I'm a very like,
Yeah.
fuck it, let's just do it type of guy, which is why I get a lot of shit done. Um, I'll drag myself to do something because I know I've done it enough times to know that if you do something, especially when you didn't want to do it, but you knew you should have, the universe tends to reward you for that, and it always goes way better than you could have expected it. And there will be things there that make it much better. Um, it's almost like when your homie asks you to go to a party and you really don't want to go, and you go and you have a great time. It's like that. It's like we went and it was incredible, and we got some crazy shots, and things worked out in our favor. Like that scene with the American flag and the helicopter on top of the gas station. We were just pulling over for gas in a random town. Like we didn't know where we were, let alone did we know the gas station had that. We were like, hold
That'd be
up,
sick.
this is crazy, and that's where the best shit kind of comes out. Then even in a video like Front Door, where it's a lot more curated, it's like we're doing this, and this. Like there are things that happen throughout the shooting process that you're like, oh, this could be cool. And like you said, I do enjoy movies, and I do enjoy screenwriting and acting even.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my outlet for me there, and that's why I appreciate these videos. And I bet, what's it called? Tyler would
Yeah.
say the same thing, for example.
And as an independent artist, obviously, I don't know how much these videos cost, but I can imagine they might be expensive, but they're worth it, in my mind at least, because every single new TikTok, even if it doesn't pop off, one new fan is one new fan who might buy merch or might buy a ticket to the show. Are there other things that you think more independent artists should put their money in that maybe they're like, I don't know if that's worth it?
Um, yeah, I mean, they're definitely expensive. They're not cheap for sure, but I gotta shout out my friends, man. We stretched the dollar incredibly. I mean, those videos could like so you can give someone $50,000 and they probably couldn't have been able to make something like that. And we had, I mean, a fraction of that, like a fraction of a
Yeah.
fraction of that. And that being said, I understand that it's money is tough sometimes, man. But you gotta save up and invest in shit, bro. And I would say in music videos, and honestly, that's all I do, man. I only really spend
Yeah.
on visuals, bro. I don't do nothing else. I mean, I'm not running
Yeah.
ads. I'm not. I mean, and get yourself a good fit, man.
Yeah.
Your image, man. Get yourself a good fit. Don't buy too skinny of jeans, man. That'd be a waste. That'd be a
Yeah,
bad investment.
the baggy
Terrible
jeans with some
investment.
loafers. That's what they gotta rock.
Yeah, exactly. Get yourself some loafers. You know, get yourself some baggy jeans. You'll be all right.
Yeah,
You know.
I've experimented with TikTok ads just to see if it would help my TikTok at all, and it gave me 50 followers but zero engagement, and I'm like, I feel like they just threw me 50 fake followers.
Yeah, I don't know. Ads are crazy, man. And as an independent artist, like you want to try
Yeah.
everything because it's like you see these people on labels and they have all these buttons
Hmm.
being pushed, and it's like, damn, you want that so bad, but you try things. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with paying for like maybe a little promo on like a cool little underground rap page or something, or like. But at the end of the day, man, you could do this shit yourself on the reels and the
Yeah.
TikTok. There's no reason to spend there. Spend it all on your brand. Spend it all on your videos and your look, and I guess your studio equipment too, right? I mean, you need to stop recording on the MacBook speakers. It's not going to work.
I'd definitely be loading
You
up into
know, yeah,
Logic on the MacBook speakers, but I'm just doing that shit for fun.
yeah. I mean, like cool little mic though. But I've been using the same microphone since I was 15.
Really?
So it's been 10. It's been 10 years on this microphone here in my room. That shit has moved with me everywhere I've ever been. I lived in Jersey City. That mic was there.
Yeah.
Back when I was in Oakland, it was there. Um, I mean, I brought it to a bunch of studios. I mean, and now it's here and
Yeah.
still kicking,
I have
man.
some Rode
So
mic.
you can stretch a
Put
dollar
this in
with
a
good
sock.
equipment.
The
It's
Rode
the
mic put
road,
in a
yeah.
sock because I lost my pop filter and I don't think the sock would even actually offer anything, but it's in a sock.
I mean, it's gonna offer something with it's gonna act like a
Yeah.
pop filter a little bit. It might be a little compressed sounding. What was that, an
Yeah.
NT1A?
Yeah. Yeah. It
That,
came with
that
the
Rode
package
mic?
of like the Focusrite. Came with the stand. Got that in like right
That's
there,
what I got.
2016. Got that.
Rode NT1A, man. Yeah, man. Still kicking.
And I think
Hell yeah.
another thing that artists, I hope they value it still, because I think it's the most important thing, is concerts. And it's hard to get yourself booked to concerts. Some artists are skipping steps and they're going right to the Rolling Loud stage, and you watch them not do too well because performing is an art to it. And I've seen artists like Jordan Ward open for like Smino and JID, and I was like, that was the best opening performance I've ever seen. And I saw videos of you coming down from the ceiling at the listening party in a cage, and I see you constantly posting, touring, and the LA shows look crazy, and you're jumping around, getting held up by the crowd. Tell me about concerts and the fun in it, the importance to it, dreams of tours that you got coming.
Yeah, the live shows are definitely something that I really take pride in and just want to go crazy and just I just feel like it's a time for me to just like
Mm-hmm.
let the fuck loose. And I feel like people come to these concerts um trying to, you know, have a great time, forget about everything else, listen to their favorite music and just push people around, right? Why not, man? Why would you want to go to a concert and sit around? You know, this ain't an
Yeah,
acoustic concert. This is Sunset Mosh Pit. You heard? I mean, you saw the shit. It's not called Sunset
chill.
Campfire. It's called Sunset Mosh Pit, man. And when I'm up there, I just don't know what happens to me, man. I just want to jump off the stage. I mean, I'm pretty light, so there's a couple advantages
Yeah.
to that in life, and one of them is
Yeah.
people can catch you pretty easily. And I want to open up the pit, and I want to get crazy. There's a time and place for everything. Obviously, I have certain songs that are
Yeah.
chill that we chill out on, but I just always want to do extra and do the most because I feel like when you come to a show, it should be an experience, and you should leave like, damn, I thank God I came. That's what the ties back to the thing where it's like people are like, oh, I don't really want to go out tonight. Thank God I came out tonight, man. Thank God I'm living this life that I'm living. I came to the show and I
Yeah.
experienced something that I won't forget. I've seen a lot of forgettable performances as of you. And I don't want people to forget this when they come to
Yeah.
Trevor Spitta show.
I think
It's hard to forget coming down from the ceiling, in a cage.
is that a normal thing
You
at that
know,
venue?
because I've been to a lot of shows and I can't even remember half of them. But like I remember when like I was a kid and Drake came
Hmm.
from the ceiling, like all the way from the back of the PNC Art
Yeah.
Center. I was fucking 14 years old, but I remember that.
Is that
Or like, and then I went to like Drake versus Lil Wayne, which was like a tour that they like
yeah.
battled each other, like hit like song after song, and like that was a
Yeah.
concept. Um, that's where I'm very inspired by visuals, bro.
Yeah.
It's all visuals, bro. So it's like music videos. It's like this is a visual, except it's in
Does
person.
that venue
And
normally let people come down from the ceiling? How do you even find out that they would allow you to do that?
yeah, I mean, they have the cage. They don't usually do like a lot of um, shows there. I didn't even know I was gonna do a show either. It really wasn't a show. It was a party, but I ended up performing some songs for people. But yeah, a couple days before the show, they told me they had a cage, and I was like, "Word, I guess I could come down in that."
Amazing idea.
And that's what I did. I mean, it really wasn't. At first, I really didn't want to do it because I didn't want it to be too much. Um,
Not
I wanted it to be like a
yeah,
party. Like I was trying to create a party. I wasn't trying to do like a whole. This is Trevor Spitta doing crazy
yeah,
shit
yeah.
again. I wanted to just be like a party that people just came to, and it was fun. And so I asked all my friends. I'm like, yo, like, what should I do with this cage? They're like, bro, you're
Do the cage.
like, you know what you got to do, bro.
Yeah.
Do the damn cage, bro. Like this is you. This is you. Like this is nothing could be more Trevor Spitta than coming down
Yeah.
in a cage. And it kind of knocked some sense into me. I was like, you're right, man. I got to come down in a cage. So I came down in a cage, and
As
thank
God
God I did
intended.
that because
And
people enjoyed
I
it.
think people confuse being cool with not caring about things. I think people are cool when they really care about shit. The performing thing, like the artists who think they're too cool and just holding the mic. It's like I
Yeah,
want to see you jump around. Like I want to see how much because the audience reflects. Even if it's shitty music, I've seen artists who I don't like go crazy, and you just smile because you're like, that's amazing and hilarious that they're going that crazy on stage.
yeah, hell yeah, man. I mean, it's not cool to not care. That's for sure, man. I'd be saying that. Um, now, I guess in a way, like it's cool to not care when you don't
Yeah, yeah,
care who the fuck is thinking about anything or anything like that when you're just out there going stupid. But that's really just another form of just caring so
yeah.
much that you don't
Damn,
care.
it's like Inception of not caring.
Yeah, it's like care inception for sure. Care so much that you don't care
Yeah, I hate hearing
type
artists when
shit.
you ask them questions or talk to them and they're like, "Do you not love rap music?" It's like I love hearing NBA players talk about how much they love basketball. Like KD loves basketball, and he can like break that shit down. And I think that's just cool because
Right,
some people are just athletic and they're in the NBA and they're like, I don't like this is my job.
right. Yeah, 100%, man. Super cool to be passionate about anything that you're passionate
So
about.
before
So,
we get deeper into more questions, we like to do a weekly playlist title. This is a way to highlight how we are feeling, but also highlight artists that we love. So Trevor, who was highlighting the playlist this week?
I've been bumping a lot of Cash Cobain. So
Okay.
we're gonna do Dunk Contest. Love that song. I'm very inspired
Mm-hmm.
by just having fun, bro. Like that's all I want my music to be lately is just fun. That's what people. I think at the end of the day, that's all people want to do in life. So that's a great fun song right there, and it feels a little close to home for me. I know I'm from Jersey, and you're
Yeah.
from Jersey. I mean, you're from the other side of Jersey, but I'm from the New York side, and I spent a lot of time in New
I'm
York,
not
so it's a great
okay. I'm gonna have to
song. That's
tap
my
into Cash
highlight, man.
Cobain more because I see him everywhere. For me this week, this song will be out by
Okay.
the time this episode's out, and I just hear so much. But first, Tommy Richmond, the $1 Million Baby. I cannot wait for that. And Selfish was so fire. This dude sounds like Michael Jackson and Brent Faiyaz into a white guy, and it's incredible.
Yeah, no, that song is it's a great
It's
song, man. It's a great song, and that
tonight.
shit's coming out tonight. And yeah, that's it's a beautiful thing to watch right now. Um, Things that we talk
Yeah.
about, we manifest, we work hard for, like finally come to fruition, man.
And
So just keep making music, keep making the good music, and working
yeah,
hard, and shit will
I mean, you guys got Easy
work out,
together,
man.
insane song. You got Bad Boys, another crazy video. That I don't know how you had the pigeon rapping on you. I don't know how you guys did that. If that was a fake pigeon, or whatever. Yeah.
No, it was a real ass pigeon, man.
Trained
That was a
actor.
real pigeon, man. There's a homeless dude. There's a homeless dude that just lives right by me, and
Of
he has
course.
like a pet pigeon. He has like a bunch of them. He's like tamed all the birds
Yeah,
around
yeah.
the area. I don't know how he's done it, but yeah, Yeah, I was like, bro, like, let me get that pigeon on my shoulder, and he was excited to do it.
Trevor
So
is for the people. He is for the homeless people.
yeah,
Love to hear it. I also wanted to shout out another song,
100%.
Marlon Craft, Gold Teeth. Amazing song. I'm obsessed with Marlon, New York City artist. And he just raps about some shit that I'm like, I feel like you just listened to my therapy session and then put it onto an album. Just shout out to Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon.
So to
Yeah, he's
get
dope.
more into your background, I know you grew up grandma, jazz singer, mom, singer, coming out of New Jersey. What were some of the musical inspirations? I also know you're a huge Wayne guy, and you already mentioned that at the concert. Who are some of the musical inspirations beside, including the family, but also growing up that you're like, I want to do what they do?
Growing up, yeah, it was Drake, it was Tyler, it was Wayne, it was really badass, it was ASAP Rocky, it was um, damn. Growing up, Yachty, Uzi, Duggar. Who else, man? Those are my
Yeah,
favorites, man. In high school, those last three especially, it was like the SoundCloud, high school type vibe. Um, where
yeah,
the other ones were a little earlier. I mean, obviously some of them carried on all the way to this day. I mean, all of them carried on to this day, honestly. But those were big inspos for me. Not only just musically, but just some of those were just
mm-hmm.
more so fashion. Some of those were more so visuals. Like I'll never forget, when I was younger, I thought "I Fucking Hate You, But I Love
Tyler.
You"
Yeah,
by Tyler.
is
I
that when
used
he
to
has the
watch
weird
that video on
face?
repeat, man. Like on
Yeah,
repeat.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's like in a
Crazy one.
dollhouse. Um, truly, I forget how old I was, man. I must have been 16, 17. I sit in my basement, watch that video. Like, I want to do this, man. I want to make a video like this. And I have at this point. I
You had
mean,
the
not
deformed
crazy
face.
budget, crazy like that, but like, yeah, yeah. I mean, we've done what we can do, and that's all you can ask for in life. You know,
Yeah,
we'll get to that point where we can do some crazy shit, but you know, just dope to think about that, man. Because back then I had no idea how, or what I would do, or who would help me, and you know,
yeah.
it's cool to look back on that shit sometimes and be like, yeah. So yeah, those are influences for me for sure growing
Yeah.
up. I mean, I'm sure there's
How
a
are we feeling
bunch
about
more.
50 push-ups and the tailor-made freestyle?
Honestly, bro, I wish everyone would just
I'm a
hug
Cole
it out,
stan, so
man.
I did not
For
want Cole to
real.
respond in the first place, and then him apologizing was another J. Cole thing for him to do. And I'm like, I guess that's why I love him, but Cole, you're not helping me as a fan defend you in your honor.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting move, man. But hey, beef is I think it's cool for the for this
Yeah,
for rap music. You know, the sport. I guess people call it a sport. Uh, but yeah, I think they'd
I
all
mean,
make
that's
better
why I
music
thought it
together,
was so cool
honestly.
that
So
Drake and Cole finally
shit.
made songs together. Then they go on a tour together, and you're seeing two of the top people like actually being so active with one another. Then I feel like Kendrick was like that meme of Squidward watching like them play outside, and it's like, dude, you can get in here, just make a song with Cole. You guys can go on tour.
Yeah, I don't think Kendrick's ever looking out the window like that, honestly. And I think he's kind of does his own thing, and
Yeah,
he definitely started it, so that's one thing. I mean, at least like right now, he lit
yeah,
the fire. So I thought that the diss tracks are all interesting in their own way, including even like the weird ones, like the one offs I
yeah.
meant, like Rick Ross had one, I think, and like someone else for sure has jumped in at this point. But it's like some
It's
fucking
crazy.
Avengers Infinity Stone shit right now. But yeah, I don't really have a favorite in this battle. I mean, I like them all for sure. I do think calling
Fucked up.
Kendrick's albums bad or
He
crazy is a
he shouldn't have
crazy,
done that.
crazy opinion. But
He didn't.
I don't think he meant that. But that's what happens in the beef. You know, you
He was
say
too
things you don't
obsessed
mean,
with.
and but I
Yeah,
mean that was crazy though. I thought that was a. I think J Cole is definitely at least as far as this battle goes,
I think he was
he's gotta sit it out now.
he was too obsessed
But
with
I fuck with J.
interpolating
Cole.
Takeover by Hove and doing the whole like one classic, one was and the other was Illmatic. And he tried doing that with Kendrick, and that was just the one diss that wouldn't land, was a discography diss. I'm like, brother, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, and the beat was I mean, like I think like I think rap beef should be it should be a rule they all gotta beef through like on some boom bap
I didn't
beats. I just feel like
that
that
as
should
a
be the
song,
rule.
personally. I kind of liked 7 Minute Drill, and then
Oh.
it's a
Yeah.
light work, like it's PWC. I thought it was kind of hard, despite the actual lyrics in the song that didn't land that well.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, listen, man, I don't really have
Now
a dog in
let's
this
get you
fight.
in
I don't
there.
wanna pick a side on anything. So I'm not trying to get in this at all. I hope they all make up one day. But hey,
Yeah, I live in a
it's the way it goes. I did like that as a song. I mean, if we're not talking about the diss, I thought that song was hard though. But I mean, I don't know, something infectious about that beat. But hey,
yeah,
definitely was a started some shit, man. I thought if anything, it was just a little more
100%.
shocking
Yeah,
that you didn't know that people were beefing, and then
yeah,
when
it
I
was a
was
lot of
beefing, I'm
shock
like,
value because
damn.
people are saying like Kendrick ended him. He's the boogeyman. I'm like, I don't even think the verse was that hard. I think Cole just like shot himself in the foot and got like scared and got scared.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
That's
want
what it is,
to.
man.
There's no segue into this, but have a deeper conversation about like the path of an independent artist, and I can give you some like the background of myself. Trying to pass, I graduated last year. Past year, looking for a job in the music industry. Literally found out an hour before this I didn't get a job I interviewed for that I'm very sad about. Doing this podcast, it's scary posting it. Some weeks you're like, I just don't want to do this shit. Some days you're like, I don't want to make this content. And then there's days that you love it. There's days that you hate it. I made music before too. It's the same thing. How do you get past personally those moments where it can feel hopeless or it can feel hard and be like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing?
I've been doing this thing where um, when I do get down about things or unmotivated, um, just kind of try to remind myself who the
Mm-hmm.
fuck I am, and what I've done, and just say it out loud, man. Just like say it,
Yeah.
put it into the universe, like I am Trevor Spitta. Say that. Say I will be. I am.
Yeah.
I will be the biggest. I will be the biggest. Like I actually say that shit. Kind of, and then the energy is real, bro, and that's one way to really overcome all the bullshit that comes with this stuff. Because it does get tough sometimes, man. The whole imposter
Definitely.
syndrome thing, and be like, this is really where I should be, and especially independent. They got backing and shit, but I haven't been independent always. I mean, I've seen how a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of different ways in this shit work, and the truth is, there's no blueprint, so it's not a bad thing to be independent, man. There's no blueprint to anything in life. There's no way to go about anything. You just kind of do what you gotta do, and just knowing that
Yeah.
there's ups and downs is way better, because when you're down, you forget that there's
Mm-hmm.
ups and downs. You're just like, oh, I'm down, but like, just know this shit is always this. I mean, even when you're up at Drake's level, I mean, there's always this because it's just
Yeah.
it can't be that. It can't be this. It's got to go down and
Yeah.
up. I mean, there's no other way for it to go. So as long as you remind yourself and know that, then I
Yeah.
think that
My
really
older
does help
brother says something. I'm
as
going to
well.
quote him wrong, but like kind of because of the rules of thirds, that 1/3 of the week you should feel high, like on that high. 1/3 of the week you should feel good. And 1/3 of the week you feel shitty. And that's just kind of like the normal part of life. Like 1/3 you're going to feel good, 1/3 you're going to feel great, 1/3 you're going to feel shitty. And if you're kind of on that, like you shouldn't be riding too high
Right.
sometimes, you shouldn't be too low sometimes for a whole time. So if you're kind of going by that path, like that's
Yeah.
just the normal wavelength of life.
Yeah. No, you need that. You need to feel
Mm-hmm.
down and feel up. If you're happy all the time, then you won't really know what happiness really feels like
Yeah.
because you gotta be sad to yeah, you have to have those down moments to know what up actually feels like, or else maybe the whole time you're up, you're
Yeah.
actually down, man. If you don't even know, yeah. So
And in
Whoa,
those moments of
shit.
example, what happened to me an hour ago, it's just like remembering like this is all I want to fucking do in life, and it's okay to feel like down in that moment. And after this, I'll probably go on a walk and really internalize what happened, and then I'll get right back on it. And I mean, doing this podcast definitely helped. And I'm like, damn, I got an interview with Trevor, so I'm hyped for that. That's still a big moment for me.
Yeah,
And
hell yeah. Yeah, personally, I cannot go an extended
yeah,
period of time without creating. Like I just can't. Like I get my body actually punishes me. I get physically ill. Like if I'll go 2 weeks and like not even like think of anything like creative, like just the way my brain works. Like I'll look at a fucking, I could be on vacation and look at a water
yeah,
bottle and be like, damn man, like this shit was like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just thinking of shit, bro. I'm just it's fried, but like it's the way my brain works, bro. Like I'm a very creative person, so if I can't create and express something, and then I get
yeah.
punished, and that's why
What you want
I
to go?
know that this is it's no imposter syndrome because we're here and we're just doing
Yeah,
what we know we're meant to do. I never had a moment in my life where like
yeah,
a lot of people go to college and they got to figure out what they got to do. They got to be like, oh, I'm gonna switch my major. Actually, I don't think I want to be a scientist. I think I want to be
yeah,
be
yeah,
a vet or like a lot of people still figure like and that's fine. It's completely normal, bro.
yeah,
But I never had that. I mean, I don't even remember choosing to do music. I don't even remember it. I mean, it was always just that. I mean, it kind of just happened. I never had like a moment. I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper. Like, I remember I just picked up a pen one day and just wrote
yeah.
before I had a phone. So just like it was shit. But
And I
like
don't know if you
I was
have
doing
an
it.
exact answer to this, but I was talking to my therapist, and he brought up that when he was growing up and he was playing with toys, he was more interested in like how the toy was created than playing with it, and that led into his like whole scientific mindset like when he was older. And then I remember like when I was growing up playing with an action figure, but just like rolling around the ground with nothing else and creating a world in my mind. And I'm like, oh, that kind of like plays into like my creativeness now.
Yeah.
And was there something for you growing up that you were just like maybe writing all the time or singing on a microphone when you were little or doing something that your parents were like, this kid wants to do something artistic?
Yeah. I was always like the guy that loved to bring people
Mm,
together. I was an entertainer. Like I was always trying to even at the family party just
yeah.
if there was karaoke, I was up in there. If there was if me and my friends wanted to do something, I'm the one being like, all right, let's
Hmm.
do it. I'll book the Airbnb. Like, I'll do all this shit. Like, and I never understood why I was always like that way, where I wanted people to just come together. And then when I realized when I was throwing this Arrive Alive party, like that's basically what the goal was that all these people from all over were coming together, and I just
Yeah.
enjoyed being the orchestrator of that. And that's what a concert, that's what music is at the end of the day. Like, it just kind of brings people together. Like, someone could drop an album and all these people from all over different walks of life that know nothing about each other can come together and be like, you like this album, I like this album,
Hmm.
we're bros in that sense, at the least, like, and that's all I want to really do is bring people together. So I mean that's always been what I've always done,
It's a beautiful,
forever, man. So I think that's where
mhm.
it kind of started, and it ended up being music because I come from a musical family. But I
Yeah.
think before even the music, I think that's just the type of person I
Yeah.
was.
It's the energy.
You know, like if there's like a holiday coming up or something, like
Yeah.
I'll be the first one. Like, yeah, what we doing? Like, what's going on? Like, or a birthday.
Yeah.
I think it's a better example. Like my friend's birthday, like I'll be the
Yeah.
one. Like, yo, what we doing? We gotta do something, man. Everyone's gotta pop out because we need to celebrate this man or woman, and it's been a minute
Yeah.
anyway. So and then that just translates to
It's an energy people
everything,
want to be
man.
around
So
too. So great trait to have. To close out, I
oh
want to
yeah,
get to some of your goals for the year. I know you said before we start recording, there is an album coming, and I know you don't like waiting more than 2 months when you got this music. But what do we got coming? What are the goals for the year? What do we want to
yeah.
accomplish?
Um, I want to drop the
Yes,
album,
sir.
Sunset Moshpit. I
Manifesting.
will drop the album. That's the goal, and I will manifest right now. It's not
Yeah.
since nothing's, but a goal of mine is that I'm going to do a headlining show in Los Angeles.
Love it.
And maybe one in New York. I mean, that'd be the goal, man. So, I want to do that and I want to make it happen. And who knows? But usually a guy like me, I want something, and it happens.
I can't wait for the New York show. I'll be front row.
So we'll see.
Turning up. I'll be holding you up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How far is that for you? Like 2 hours?
Go to Hamilton Station. I figured. Yeah. I go there every other weekend to see my friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've talked about doing a New York show before, and people are like, "No, New Jersey." I'm like, New York is New Jersey, bro. Like, I guess for South Jersey it's a little different. Like, I guess I could do Philly.
Yeah, there's a lot of venues in Philly.
But if I did do New York, I feel like whoever was in Jersey that wanted to come would make it there. Yeah, because it's like you go to that. It's an excuse to be in New York. It's like people love coming. I went to the city
last weekend just for Saturday. Watched the Knicks game in a Knicks bar, which I hated. I don't know why I chose to put myself as a Sixers fan through that. Had a nice night out with friends. Went back Sunday morning.
Yeah, what the fuck? You're like right outside Philly.
Because all my home friends and school friends that I went to college with all live in New York City now. So I was taking just the night out with them.
Well, I hate to say it, man, but the Knicks about to sweep the Sixers. It's all right though. Then this is next year. We're probably gonna win it all.
That's where we got it. Now the Celtics are losing last night, which made me so happy because I hate the Celtics, and I can't.
No, we'll win it all. Just watch, man.
Jalen Brunson.
Just watch.
He's from Cherry Hill.
You heard it here first.
I went to high school with his sister. Shout out Jalen Brunson. Yeah.
Jalen Brunson from Cherry Hill?
Yeah, to Mount Rushmore.
All right, rewind the tape, man. Take off, was it Lauren Hill, Fetty Wap, and Kyrie? Take off Kyrie, man. It's Jalen Brunson. Shout out to Kyrie, but that man went to the Nets, and I'm a Knicks fan. So, boom, gone. Jalen Brunson, he's on the Rushmore.
Yeah, he moved to Chicago because the dad was like an assistant coach, and then they moved back when he went to Villanova.
Okay, I thought he was from Pennsylvania, but
Philly area.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's pretty close anyway. But
my best friend is part of the Rose family. Like, I know Leon Rose because he's from Cherry Hill, and then he was Joel Embiid's agent. But now the whole Rose family,
Rose from Cherry Hill.
I would go to.
Okay, you gotta take off. No, I'm playing. But if there was 5, he'd be the fifth, bro. Man. Tight shit. Charlie and Rose.
He's a legend. Trevor, you are a legend too, from New Jersey.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people from New Jersey, man. And unfortunately, not all of them rep New Jersey. Like, I found out Scissor was from New Jersey. I think she does. I don't know. It's not like she's not gonna sing about New Jersey. I'm sure she's from New Jersey, but I guess she's a bad example. A lot of rappers don't be like.
I feel you.
Jersey, I've seen a lot of underground rappers do it.
Chris.
But he's dope. Shout out Wise Boy Jeremy. Shout out Justin Xavier. Shout out
Fire.
Soul Child. Yeah. It's a lot of dope underground artists from New Jersey, man. And they're all still there, man. I gotta get back out there, man.
We're always open arms welcoming you.
Hey, man. It's still home, and I'm still,
yes.
It's in my bio. People hit me up like about New Jersey shit. I'm like, nah, I'm not actually there, but you know me, man. I'm Jersey. I'm just an extension of Jersey out here, man. Someone had to do it. Someone had to bring it out here, man.
Well, Trevor, thank you for coming on the show. You will enter the Mount Rushmore soon. It's going to be after this next album. You're going to be on everyone's Mount Rushmore. We see it. We can envision it. Thank you for coming on the show. And if you made it this far, thank you. It means a lot. I hope you enjoyed this interview. You can find me on social media, Adam-DASH_. Trevor, where can they find you on social media?
Trevor Spitta.
He'll be up on the bottom.
Man. Everybody. Everywhere. Yeah.
Trevor,
at Trevor Spitta.
Again, and we shall see you next time. Peace.